Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in to my free training seminar. My name is Jeff Gates, and I am a weight loss mentor. So, you're probably wondering right now, what exactly is a weight loss mentor? Well, I specifically guide women through the weight loss process to solve one or more problems. These problems are usually down to confidence, self esteem, women who are maybe driven business women who want to get back into a relationship, get back out there, but at the minute feel like Bridget Jones. So what I do is do a full body transformation as well as transform their outlook and their mind until they are nice and happy with themselves. Okay, fairly simple niche market and fairly simple problem to solve. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Okay, so if you could turn off all mobile phones and just so that you have no distractions, so to have your full attention, because you'll want to really soak all this in and take full advantage of it. It would also be a good idea if you have a pen and paper handy to take notes, because as I said, I want you to get huge value from this. I want to give you things that you can implement right away in your own life and start getting awesome results and start pulling yourself out of that rut that you're stuck in at the moment. Okay, so does any of this sound like you? Do you feel low and depressed a lot? Do you know, is your weight really getting to you? Is it affecting the quality of life and making you unhappy? Are you thinking about it all the time? You're reading through women's mags looking for that one diet that's gonna solve the problem. And in other words, is it really affecting your quality of life and getting on top of you? So, do you feel like you've lost control? I really hate that. Maybe you're somebody who has used to controlling everything in their life. Maybe you're a very driven person. You control all aspects of your business or work, or you can control all aspects of everything in your life, but you really can't control this, and it really annoys you, and really pisses you off and makes you angry with the world. Are you sort of one of the sort of people that has to put on a mask to hide how you really feel? Do you know that you want the world to think that you're happy and you're strong and you've got this and it's all under control, but inside you're lonely and you're depressed and you're unhappy? So are you somebody who maybe overthinks way too much? Do you think your future's bleak? You think you're never going to get out there and meet somebody. You think you're always going to continue to gain weight, continue to lose control, and your future is just basically just a pending doom. Maybe you're somebody who has a fear of being judged. Now, nobody likes being judged, but maybe it's preventing you actually moving forward. Have you ever thought about going to the gym and you think like everybody's going to be looking at you, they'll wonder why you're there? Or maybe you're somebody who maybe doesn't want to actually subconsciously get any results because that's going to create attention as well. So you could be one of them two people, and sometimes a mix of both. Have you ever avoided a social event because you just didn't feel right? You didn't feel comfortable in your own skin. So yeah, you basically made up excuses not to go. Or maybe you went to a social event and ended up just feeling awkward all night and picking at your clothes and looking at mirrors. So if you've answered yes to three or more of these, or maybe all of these, then this training is definitely for you, and you're going to take a lot of value from it, and we're going to hopefully move you forward. So it's not all about losing weight. Now, this might seem a little odd coming from a weight loss mentor, but it's really not. It's not all about losing weight. It's about this. It's about improving your sex life and your love life. This is the big thing. This is the number one. Admit it or not, this is one of the thing that drives most women that I'm working with. 99% of them anyway. The other 1%, it's down to health reasons. But everybody wants to be attractive to the opposite sex, don't they? Anybody else is basically telling lies. Okay, so I want to have you buzzing with energy as well. Okay, so you want to, instead of having that there slump at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you want to be buzzing all day long. You want to be buzzing with energy, because at the moment you're probably feeling a little lethargic, and that will be due down to your diet and lack of exercise, which also has the effect of making you stressed, anxious, all of that. So you want less of that. You want to be a lot happier, a lot more buzzing. You want to skyrocket that confidence again so that you can basically walk up and talk to the opposite sex if you want to, instead of hiding away. You want that confidence to be brimming out of your very soul each and every day. I want you going back to loving social events again, that you can't wait to get at them so that you can show off your new body and your new you. So essentially you want to get that zest for life back to the old you. And these are the goals that we want you to be aiming for. Not losing weight, not jumping on the scales 3-4 times a day to see if you've lost any weight or has that number changed. When you're focusing on the very negative thing that's holding you back, you tend to attract more of that. Okay? So these are the goals here. These are the things that are going to drive you. These are the things that are going to motivate you. If you're somebody that thinks you're not motivated, it's just because you're focusing on the wrong thing. If you're focusing on losing weight all the time, you're focusing on that very negative thing, then it's very hard to get motivated. So be safe in the knowledge that nobody can really work like that. You gotta hit these goals here. These are the goals we want you to be aiming for. Okay? So these are the simple elements of change. This is the backbone of everything I do. Okay? And it's in the proper order. It's in the way that I think is most important. So firstly, mindset. We got to work on your inner self first of all. Okay? We got to work on the causes and not the effect. When I talk about the causes, not the effect, eating cream buns and chocolate is only the effect. It's not the cause. We got to work out why you actually do that. And once you change the causes, it's easy not to partake in the effect. Does that make sense? Nutrition. Okay, nutrition is very important. It's about 70% of your results. Okay? And the thing that we're going to speak about, and I'm going to teach you, that is stay away from diets. You got to have your diet and no one else's. Exercise. One of the biggest questions I'm ever asked is, and I'm asked this here at least 10 times a week, where do I begin? Where do I start? Well, it's simple. Start at the beginning. Okay, so we're going to start and I'm going to work through mindset with you, okay? So this is the recipe for success, okay? If you apply this here, you're going to be successful, not just in weight loss, but anything in life that you want to accomplish, okay? So, self-belief. You got to believe. It's vitally important that you believe that you can get to where you want to be. So you have to believe that you can lose weight, because you can. But a lot of times people are holding themselves back because they simply don't believe they can lose weight, okay? And the only person in the world that can give you this belief is yourself. That's why it's called self-belief. It's why if anybody else say they believe in you, it makes a little difference. The only person that can give you this unshakable self-belief is yourself. Okay? So then you need the knowledge, the skills, and the resources. Okay? That's where I come in. Okay? If you can't do it yourself, then that's where I come in. So what this is learning, the exercises you're going to need for your body, the nutrition you're going to need for your body. You're going to need all of these things to form a vehicle to get you from point A, where you are now, to point B, to where you want to be. Okay? Effort. So I'm sure that's fairly obvious, but to apply the effort, you have to have these other two ingredients, okay, for the recipe. You have to have these other two ingredients in place, or else it will fall apart. Think of it like a triangle with each side being one of these elements, okay? So if you don't believe that you can actually lose weight, then you're not gonna go and seek out the knowledge and skills to actually do it. And if you don't have the self-belief and the knowledge and skills, then you're going to really, really struggle, if not impossible, to apply any real effort to get results. Does that make sense? Now, that's the same as any of this, any element of this. If it's not present, you're going to struggle. So even if you believed that you can lose weight and you try to, give it all the effort you can, eventually you're going to run out because you don't have the necessary skills and knowledge to actually get you there. And if you have all the skills and knowledge, you've been reading all the nutrition books, you've been reading all the recipes, and you know what to eat, but you can't put in the effort if you don't have to actually believe. Does that make sense? All of these things have to be in place, but the beauty of this here is that if you apply these three simple elements for the recipe for success, you're going to be wildly successful really quickly, and you're going to enjoy the process. Okay, the pain and pleasure principle. Everything you and I do is either to avoid pain or to gain pleasure. So we keep trying to change your behavior, okay, which is just the effect, okay? So instead, we need to deal with the cause. So I spoke about that at the start. So in other words, if I say to you the word gym, okay, what is the first few emotional responses that you feel? Most people will feel embarrassment, pain, no gain, that sort of thinking, just pain, they don't want to go there, okay? If I say to you the word dad, what is it, emotionally the first few words that pop into your head? It's probably going to likely to be things like misery, deprived, not having your favorite foods. So if we put these things together, which is misery, deprived, pain, embarrassment, who the hell wants to go there? Seriously, who the hell wants to go there? Nobody does. Which is why a lot of people fail when they start or when they partake in any sort of exercise diet program. Okay, all the ingredients is completely wrong. If you are already in pain, not a physical pain, but an emotional pain. In other words, when you're unhappy because you've gained weight, and you try to add more pain on top of that to actually get to where you want to be, then you're never, just be safe in the knowledge, you're never actually going to succeed. Very, very, very few people do, and the people that do usually have an overriding fact, usually to do with health or some sort of overpowering reason why they need to have results. They need to get it. Okay, does that make sense? So if you swap your mindset around so that the actual pursuit of our goals, which I laid out earlier, are the actual pleasure, okay, and the pain is actually staying where you are, the pain is actually eating bad food, then you're going to find this journey ridiculously easy because you've just swapped around your whole values, you've swapped around your mindset, okay? So what we've done is we've not changed that, we've dealt with the cause, okay? So when we deal with the cause, we're going to get to where we're going a lot faster. Eating cream buns and eating bad food is just the effect, okay? You're trying to change your behavior. We deal with the cause first. When we deal with the cause, everything becomes really, really simple because weight loss is simple. Okay, stop dieting. Okay, if diets worked, everybody would be slim. Okay, your daily diet has to be unique to you. If you look up the word in the dictionary, you look up the word diet, it just says daily intake of food. Okay, so this needs to be completely unique to you. It needs to be completely unique to suit your individual tastes. It needs to be completely unique to suit your particular body type. Okay, so most people, when we talk about diets, carbohydrates come into a lot of it. So within your particular body type, you need to have your unique carb threshold. Okay, so in other words, with certain body types, there is only 3 in the world, by the way. There's 3 body types. You can have a mix of both, but in general, it's like this. You've got mesomorph, ectomorph, and endomorph. So mesomorph is somebody who has always been slightly athletic, but has gained weight. And usually when they try to diet or undertake any sort of physical exercise or any sort of attempt at this, they usually are successful really quick, but they can gain fat and lose fat particularly easily, okay? Then you have ectomorph. Ectomorph is, if you're watching this here, the chances are you're not an ectomorph. Ectomorph is usually taller people, young in appearance, longer limbs, longer arms, longer legs, the sort of people that can just literally eat what they want and not gain any weight. The problem there being, it's really hard to get them in a really good shape, as in, instead of straight up and down, if you want to gain muscle, it's really, really hard as losing body fat, if I'm honest, okay? Then you've got endomorph. Endomorph is someone who has always, let me say, been sort of soft in appearance, okay? So always been a little bit softer, gains weight pretty easily, and struggles to lose weight. Now, depending on each of these body types, it's going to be dependent on your diet, your unique diet. So these three things, never mind, trying the next fad, the next cabbage soup diet, the next fat burner, the next, juice plus crap, all of this here, you need this here applied to you, this here in action. When you have these things, nutritionally wise, in place, then it's going to be easy for you. It's going to be part of your life, and it's going to be as easy as eating a chocolate bar, really. Okay? So you need to tailor all of this to suit your goals. So what is your goals? That will be completely dependent on you. But as I highlighted earlier, they are the main goals you want to be working towards. In other words, a happier life. Okay? So let's deal with exercise. So as I said, where do you start? You start at the beginning, and you start slow. Okay? I find a lot of women compare themselves to other women. Okay? So when you're going to, maybe you've been to an exercise class or something like that, and you just think to yourself, I'm not fit. That is one of the most disempowering statements you can make, and it can actually hold you back, and I'm sure it has countless times, from actually making real progress. You have to start exactly where you feel comfortable, where you enjoy it, but it still challenges you a little, okay? It has to be progressive. So wherever you start, wherever your starting point is for your unique self, wherever you are in life, you just start from that point A, right? Okay, and you just start ramping it up really, really slowly, so that it's progressing, so that you're challenging yourself with every daily workout. Okay? So you have to, both of these elements, and include your diet, have to be a design for your outcome. Your outcome, you need to actually know exactly where you want to be. Okay? So maybe I usually, when I'm working with clients, I don't go by weight, I go by dress sizes, because a lot of people, the women want to go shopping, they want to get new dresses. So we decide, what size would you like to be? So maybe you might say right now, you might be thinking, well, let me see, what dress size would make me happy? Maybe you're 14 now, and you would like to get down to a 10. Okay, so drop 2 dress sizes. Well, my advice would be to go and go and buy a really nice dress at size 10 and start working towards that, because that's how I deal with it a lot of the time with my clients. I get them to celebrate the results now, because they're coming. Make no mistake about it, the results are going to come. So design your outcome, really sit with a pen and paper and write down your goals. What is it you want to feel like? What is your daily life going to be like when you lose weight? Because I want you to lose weight, not just as a quick fix. I want you to lose weight and be happy and continue the rest of your life, because I know it's the cliche, but life really is too short to be overweight and worrying about it all the time. I want you to have a really awesome quality of life. So go out there and design your outcome. Okay? So results-based outcome, what exactly is that? Well, here are some of my clients. That's a lady who was totally skeptical about everything, thought for over 20 years that she couldn't lose weight. Well, she did. The 3 months, we dropped her 3 dress sizes and got her down to the same weight she was when she was 18. Okay? This is another client of mine. That's only a month. Again, didn't think she could lose weight. Enjoys her food. So what we did is just built the plan around that there. Still got 2 dress sizes down within 4 weeks. Okay? These are a little bit more recent. These are... the bottom one is actually within 2 weeks apart, would you believe it? Now, the reason that they're so dramatic is this lady had a little bit of an issue with bloating. So it was to do with the salt and potassium imbalance. So we cured that fairly quickly. And you can see sometimes, a lot of the time, it's not fat, it's just a sodium imbalance. So, that's something for another training session. And the picture above is a client who wanted to drop 3-4 dress sizes. I think that picture was took a month apart. So we were down 1 dress size within a month. So all awesome results. And then we got another client of mine. Now, this lady was a business owner, very shy at the beginning. But as we worked, she really, really come on really quick. Now, this is one of my proudest clients, because this particular lady went out And as you can see in the more recent pictures, she is absolutely stunning. But she actually runs her own, she's a fitness blogger now, and actually helps other people. So this is the power this has. You know, once you have solved the weight problem, and that's what it is, it's just a problem that needs solved. It's the same as any other problem in life. If you had financial difficulties, that's a problem that, the money is a problem that you need to solve. If if your health problems, you would need to solve that problem. And this is no different. This is just a problem that needs solved. But once you know how to solve it, you can pass that knowledge and help other people, maybe people close to you. And all of these people have, okay? So, my question to you is, do you immediately want to up level? Okay? Do you value your time and your energy? Can you implement action steps and just follow a blueprint plan? Are you the sort of person who loves planning and ticking off checklists? In other words, making daily progress and, planning stuff out. And are you ready to embrace change? This is very important. Are you actually ready once and for all just to start living that life? Start living that life where you're happy every single day. You jump out of bed with a bounce in your step. You can't wait. You try on something, you grab something out of the wardrobe and everything fits awesome. You don't have to worry about what to wear. You just grab everything. And when you're going clothes shopping, you're going clothes shopping for the size that you want to shop for and wear the clothes that you want to shop for. And when you have the nice clothes and you're looking sexy and you're looking fit, then you're going out and meeting new people. Your social life improves, your business life improves, your whole entire life improves around this one little problem that we can easily fix. Okay? So are you ready to talk about this? Listen, if you're ready to talk about, if you're ready to up level and I've got you excited and I've got you buzzing about this, then I want you to click the link below and I will be in touch. You'll only have to fill in a form. It will take about 10 minutes. And if I feel that you would be a good fit for any of my programs and I feel that I could definitely help you, then I will be in touch. Okay, thank you very much for joining me, and hopefully I will get speaking to you soon.